Hey guys, no talking.
Rachel, look at Grandma. Hello. Can everybody say hi?
Everybody say hi.
Hi, Mike.
Just put your shoes on and stand up.
Let's see your shoes.
Can you wear it?
Does everybody else go?
What color of lipstick is it?
It's blue.
Oh, yes.
You want to say what your name is? What's your name? What? What's your name?
Mike, what's that?
Talk loud. What? What?
Diana. Nicole.
What's your name?
Michael.
What's your name? Huh?
Stephanie.
Remember your dance?
Nicole. Kelsey. Lindsay.
Remember your dance?
What's your name? Honey?
Allison. Sarah. Shauna.
Stephanie.
Holly.
Man, is this Kyle Berry?
Yeah.
Hi,
Kyle,
Kyle.
look! Kyle, look!
Two Kyle.
Listen.
What is it?
It's blue lipstick. Rachel, on mine. In mine. Turn it under. Michael goes down on one knee. And she sits down. And your hand goes up. So you go around your waist and up high. Look up here. Okay. Do you want to take off those shiny shoes? You don't? It might be kind of hard to do ballet in them. It's up to you though. And Nicole, you might want to take your shoes off too. The oldest, and as growing up, I always wanted to be a dancer. However, we didn't get to take dance lessons or tumbling lessons, so I was naturally the director of our family dance shows. And when I went to high school, I was on the dance team and performed and found out I really liked it. And I went to college at University of Oregon and studied education and dance and found out I really liked coaching gymnastics and dance. And it was something I really wanted to do. And they advised me that I would be very good at it, but very poor. And so I went on to learn about teaching reading and math. I left 4 years at the University of Oregon. I went to California and lived by the beach and worked in a gym and a studio there and really enjoyed it. Came back to Medford and was hired by my school district as the advisor of my high school team and taught for all the school districts as recreational classes. And one of the things I've always tried to stress is that I wanted to go to small communities and go to people instead of having them have to come to me, because I figured if there had been somebody like that when I was growing up, it might have been a little easier for me to get involved. After 2 years in my hometown, I moved to Wyoming and danced in a company for a couple of years and worked in a couple of studios and gyms, and they had junior dance and drill teams for young girls, and they were a very big thing out there, but they were very competitive, and I didn't necessarily agree with that. And so I watched and I learned, and I continued my artistic interpretations of dance. When I moved back to Portland, I worked for a couple of studios here and decided that I would start a business. And so in 1985, I started the Rosettes Dance Drill Team in Tualatin. In our very first year, we had 35 girls, and now we have girls on 12 high school teams that used to be on the Rosettes. And we still have the Rosettes, and since then I've started a team in Damascus. And on June 3rd at the Junior Rose Festival, we will have 50 6 to 13-year-olds dancing and twirling flags in bright red, white, and blue costumes. And it has really become an institution around here. The kids are from about 7 different communities. There's no tryouts to be on our team. You get to perform your second month in costume, and we really try to tone down the competition and reinforce creativity and choreography and teamwork. And it is working. Your kids here are my little sweethearts, and when they grow up, they're welcome to come to my team, boys or girls. And I do have some girls on my team right now that I met at Children's Village and that I met at the daycare programs, and now they're older and they came to the team. And so it still is working. I'm in the process. I want to open a studio here in Tigard over on Greenberg and Highway 99, and I'm just trying to get in there. It's kind of spendy, so look for us. If you hear of us opening, come see, because what I will have will be a non-competitive studio. I'll have gymnastics, the equipment, jazz, tap, aerobics. I'm inviting a lot of my friends that are performers to come and call it their home. And I want it to be more of a coalition of artists as opposed to a studio of technical dance and you have to do it exactly this way. I want it to be a place that I would like to have gone as a kid. And so keep your eyes and ears open. One of the things that I will do is I will try to hire past students of mine as opposed to putting it on paper. Because a lot of my philosophies about working with kids comes from experience, and it's not something I can advertise in the paper. Hence, I have Miss Valerie Bowder. When I always tell the story. When I first met Valerie, she was very shy and she came to dance, and her mother paid her $10 to take this dance class.
15.
And within about a week, she was hooked. And 3 or 4 years later, she was still dancing, and he's ready to do his headstand. You okay, bud? This is Kyle, my boy. Valerie went on to be in the Cinderella pageants, and she won just about every talent contest she entered, and it was dance. And she was the 1990 Cinderella team of Oregon, and where in the United States? What number?
I was 12th for the
World.
It was international.
And her talent was dance. I'm so proud of her. So this is her second year in assisting and teaching. If she's able to drive, she will probably be able to have some of her own schools to teach, which will free me up for the studio. And Valerie's a true success story from being a young girl to where she has that passion of dance in her. And that's what I really like. I love teaching beginners. It's just as much a passion with me as teaching my team. And I hope that your kids enjoy themselves in our classes. And when really run out, I have more. So on Thursday, you can send your child out. These are 50 cents. Your little pencils. And they are fragile and they may last a day. But some may last a year. I had a girl last week say she still has hers from last year. So it's an honor system. You help yourself and drop your money inside you each week. Now these warm-ups, I encourage the kids to do at home because they are I can do, I can succeed, and I can be safe exercises. And I encourage them to do them in leisure time. And if ever there's something that they want you to help them with and you don't feel comfortable, mention the crafts and music and instruments and opera. And we put on a children's play, we put on a Shakespeare play. We have a festival 7 weeks long, and that is what I do this summer. And I get a shot in the arm from all of the 30 other teachers that all love kids, and I get to realize, yes, I'm in the right business. This is really what I like. So that's what I do in the summer, and the kids get a break. And then in September, they're ready to go. So if you have questions on the little group, you really need to contact, I'll give you the number, you need to contact that gal because she's about full. And we have about 200 kids a day for 7 weeks. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to bring out these kids. We have a couple of gals from Rocking Horse in Beaverton as our guests because there was just 2 girls in their dance class. And so we thought it would be more fun for them to get to come and be a part of this dance class. So you might see some curious glances and some looks around like, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be. We have worked on the show for only a couple of weeks. One of my philosophies is that we work on skills and on creativity and having fun as opposed to working all year on a show. Because my philosophy is it's the process, not the product. And so we come out here and we do our very best that we can. And then Thursday we're going to have a good old time. We might